So you go online to look at your first aquarium light and you're met with all these different kinds, not sure which one to get. You're looking at ones that are super expensive, ones that are really cheap off of Amazon, and you just want something that's going to get you through your first time trying to grow plants. And that's where the Hygger line of aquarium lights come in. They're relatively inexpensive compared to other models, especially the higher end models. And from talking to people in the community, they seem to work just as good as some of the more expensive models. So this is the Hygger 22 watt 24/7 aquarium LED light. This isn't just an aquarium light that's going to turn itself on and off. This one comes with a cool built-in feature that I think a lot of you are going to love. But should you spend your hard-earned money on it? How does it compare to other aquarium lights? We're going to cover all that for you. Let's get started with some specs of this light. The light comes in a variety of sizes from 10 to 46 inches. For the actual light, and then the brackets themselves will get you from a range of 12 to 54. So when you're first looking at these lights, you're going to see two different sets. You're going to see that the aquarium light is set for 30 to 36 inches. That means on either side, it's going to come with these extendable brackets. You slide these in to the side of the lights. I'll show you those here in a moment. That gets you an extra 6 inches of length on your aquarium light. So the actual base lights are 10 inches to 46. The particular one we're looking at is for a 30 to 36 inch aquarium, and the actual light itself comes in at about 28 inches. It's very big. This has 130 LEDs on it, and it comes with a 7-foot long power cord. As you can see, it's got a nice smooth aluminum housing here, because you can super easily clean it, paper towel, rub it right off, and all that dirt and gunk comes right off of here. It's very thin, as you can see, and these are those adjustable brackets I was telling you about, so you can pull them out, and it'll give you an extra 6 inches. You can pull them out all the way if you want as well, and then just stick them on your tank. But most people like to have their lights a little bit elevated, and they're super easy to put back in. Take your thing, line it up like so, and then you can slide them in. I'll probably use it this way. It covers most of the tank on its own. Price point of this particular model light is going to run you anywhere from 28 to 68 USD. That's of course when it's not on sale price, which does make it comparable to other models. And it does also come in cheaper than some of the more high-end competitors at about half the cost. And the best part is you can get it through Amazon Prime. Link in the description. So it's, in my opinion, a good gateway light into you trying your hand at some more sophisticated planet tanks beyond your Anubiuses and your Java ferns. Next wonderful feature of this, as the name suggests, it has a 24-hour cycle to it. What does that mean? That means it does its best to mimic the sun and moon cycles we all experience during the day. Let me know in the comments if that's a feature that super interests you. And it does this in a particular way that a lot of other lights don't. You don't have to hook it up to a fancy Wi-Fi timer or anything to get a ramping effect. So when it first comes on, it's going to be a duller orange light. And then throughout the day up to noon, it gets itself up to 100%. And then from noon downwards till sunset, it's going to slowly taper itself back off to a dimmer light and then ramp up to a moonlight, which is a blue light at nighttime. So it doesn't just come on and stay at 100%. It gradually ramps itself up to try and mimic what we normally see in a sunrise. Because first thing in the morning, the sun's lower in the sky, it's not super hot. And this is super important for growing healthy plants and even your fish. They're going to particularly like having that constant sun and moon cycle. Promotes healthy plant growth. It also helps with your fish. And this actual light has been one of the few lights I've used that lets me grow certain plants that I haven't been able to grow before, like crips. And because again, it's mimicking the sun cycle, it will slowly wake up your fish versus having that abrupt awakening, which can, startle some of your fish and cause them to jump out of the tanks. So it's got the dawn, midday, sunset, and moon part to it. It also has an auto on, auto off feature, so it will turn on at the same time of the day and turn off at the same time of the day. This is of course providing power doesn't go out. Unfortunately, if your power does go out, you just have to go down and reset it, but it's super easy to set this light. It is also interesting to note that using this 24-hour feature, it'll always turn on at 6 a.m. and turn off at 10:30 p.m. So it's not going to be running constantly at night for those people that need a nice dark room to sleep. Now, those times are based on when you set it to turn on. So if you get up at, say, you want your light to start turning on at 8 o'clock, set the timer to say 6 o'clock, but it's really 8 o'clock. So it will run that same amount of time. It also comes with a bunch of DIY modes built in. As I said before, it does come with these lovely adjustable brackets, which allows it to accommodate various size tanks. Nice little touch that Hygger throws in there just so one light can accommodate a slightly larger range. All right, so I'm going to show you what this thing looks like in action now. As you can see, the light is super bright, but it is adjustable down to 10%. It also has 7 different color customizations that you can play around with, which you can figure out which kind of light your fish look really good in. Now with the controller, it does have the 24-hour timer mode. As you can see here, this little nub right here will get you 24 hours mode. You set it based on what time. You've got your times on the side here. You set it, and like I said, it will come on and off. It also has a built-in timer there for 6, 10, and 12 hours. So if you don't want to use the 24-hour mode and you just want it to come on for 6 hours a day, it will do that too. The thing I like about this also, if you're not using 24-hour mode and you just want it to come on for 6 hours, if you set it to come on at noon every day, the second you turn it on and hit the 6-hour feature, it'll come on every day at noon and turn off every day at 6 hours after that mark is up. Now, again, depending on power, if the power goes out, you will have to reset it, but the light does automatically turn itself back on. The other cool feature about this one is it also has a slight ramp up for these free timer modes as well. So when you use this, it'll be a 15-minute ramp up and a 15-minute ramp down. So at 6 o'clock, it'll start at 10%, and then by 6:15, it'll come up to a higher 100%. It also has 9 brightness stages. You can go anywhere from 10 to 100% with this. You don't have to keep it at full blast all the time. Hygger also throws in a couple warranties for you. So first off, it comes with a 1 free replacement warranty within the first 3 months of owning this product. So if you have it and it breaks within the first 3 months, you can get one free from Hygger. Has a free 1-month return. So if after a month you realize you don't like it, you want to get it back, message them, and through the warranty, they will take it back for you. And it has a 1-year free warranty. As long as it's within that first year, you can contact Hygger and they'll give you any assistance that they can. So what's the verdict? Was the 24/7 Hygger Light worth your hard-earned cash? Well, after using mine for about a year, I can honestly say that this Hygger 24/7 light for me is a solid choice for fish keepers who are looking to get slightly more involved in the plant keeping game and ditch those separate timers so you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi timers and everything else. It's versatile, it's customizable, it does a decent job simulating natural light as well as any artificial light can. We all know you can't fully replicate sunlight. So if you're looking for a slight upgrade to your aquarium keeping hobby and plants in particular, this is a great choice for you. It's low in price, all the customizing features. I love that it's got that built-in memory where it's going to always turn on and off at the same time, regardless of which of the features you're using. So for me, this one is a definite. Really, all the Hygger lights I've used and I've paid for myself, besides ones they have sent me, I would vouch for all of them. I think I'm using 4 different kinds of Hygger lights at the moment. They're all affordable and you're going to be able to find something that fits in your price range. Personally, I think this one is a super easy 24-hour light to use. There's no fancy dials or any fancy Wi-Fi apps you need. You can just do it all from one controller. And if your power goes out and someone's at home, you simply just have to tell them, okay, push the button until this light turns on. I've also found that these lights I've been using really have helped some of my tanks take off and go to the next level with plant growth. Like I said, I've personally been using this particular model light for a year, and the only tank I've had where my crypts are growing beautifully uses this light on the tank. And I've been using it for a year. I've not had any issues with the lights dying, with the timer not still working, with it not working at all. It's been running nonstop for a year, and it still works just as well as the day I got it. I'll link another version of a 24-hour light by Hygger. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Remember to please subscribe and keep that conversation flowing in that comment section below. I'll see you next time.